Load error travel to the European Union is currently extremely limited except for a handful of countries with low infection rates. But with the summer tourist season looming, the bloc's European Commission hopes the new recommendations will dramatically expand that list. The Commission hopes the move will soon allow travelers to reunite with their friends and relatives living in Europe and support the bloc's economy this summer. It is time to revive the EU tourism industry and for cross-border friendships to rekindle safely, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said. We propose to welcome again vaccinated visitors and those from countries with a good health situation. Under the Commission's proposal, entry would be granted to all those fully vaccinated with EU-authorized shots. Coronavirus vaccines authorized by the European Medicines Agency, EMA, the bloc's drug regulator, include Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. The EMA has not approved any vaccines from Russia or China as of yet but is looking at data for Russia's Sputnik V. EU nations could also individually decide to accept travelers immunized with vaccines listed by the World Health Organization, WHO, for emergency use. The United Nations Health Agency has approved the same 4 vaccines as the EMA and is expected to make a ruling soon on China's Sinopharm vaccine. EU officials believe the bloc's COVID-19 vaccination campaigns will soon be a game changer in the fight against the deadly virus. Its proposal will be discussed with EU ambassadors this week, and the Commission hopes it could start by June, once it is adopted by member states. Still, the recommendation is non-binding and EU countries will be entitled to keep travel restrictions in place if they want. Commission spokesman Adalbert Jans said fully vaccinated travelers coming from outside the EU should be allowed to visit Europe, but insisted that the proposal's goal is not to exempt them from testing or quarantines upon arrival. This still remains very much in the hands of the member states, he said. The Commission also proposed raising the threshold of new COVID-19 cases that is used to determine the countries from which all travel should be permitted. Non-essential travel regardless of individual vaccination status is currently permitted from 7 countries with a good epidemiological situation. It said, proposing to increase 14-day cumulative COVID-19 infection rate per 100,000 inhabitants from 25 to 100. This remains considerably below the current EU average, which is over 420, it said. It was unclear which countries would actually make the cut, but an EU official who was not authorized to be quoted by name because the proposal has yet to be adopted said Israel would definitely be on the list. The UK? The US? For the time being, not quite, he said. But we see how quickly the situation in the US is evolving, notably for the rate of vaccination. In case the infection situation deteriorates in a non-EU country, the Commission proposed an emergency brake to stop dangerous virus variants from entering the bloc through quickly enacted travel limits. EU officials and nations are also talking about introducing COVID-19 certificates aimed at facilitating travel across the region this summer. The documents, sometimes called coronavirus passports or green certificates, would be given to EU residents who can prove they have been vaccinated, can provide a negative coronavirus test, or can prove they have recovered from COVID-19. Until the digital green certificate is operational, member states should be able to accept certificates from non-EU countries, the Commission said, adding that unvaccinated children should be able to travel with their vaccinated parents if they provide a negative PCR test.